from the station that brings you local news that matters and home of Super Bowl 49. This is KARK 4 News at 6 and high definition.
And we are continuing our breaking news coverage after prosecutors file a motion to revoke boxer Jermain Taylor's bond. Good evening and thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Bob Clausen.
And I'm Ashley Ketz. A judge has signed off on a warrant, which means Taylor now has 24 hours to turn himself in. This all comes just hours after he entered a not guilty plea in Little Rock District Court and bonded out of jail.
Officers arrested the boxer Monday a few blocks south of the MLK Parade, where Little Rock police say Taylor fired off a gun. Alleged victim Theldon Smith says Taylor fired it near his head after becoming angry. Taylor faces aggravated assault, child endangerment, and marijuana possession charges. We will keep you posted on any new developments in this case and, of course, have more coverage tonight at 10. A key House committee dealing with health care meeting today at the Capitol as anticipation is growing for the governor's policy speech this coming Thursday. KARK's Drew Petramos speaking with the governor this afternoon and joins us live from the Capitol now. Drew.
Well, guys, the governor planning to give that speech on health care policy Thursday morning over at UAMS. The big question, though, here at the Capitol is, will private option Medicaid expansion survive this legislative session? The program now covers more than 180,000 Arkansans, many of them watching with great interest as the governor prepares to deliver this speech on health care policy.
I'm very mindful of what has happened in terms of expanding health care to people who have not had it before. Very mindful of that and the human aspect of the decisions that have to be made.
That was Asa Hutchinson during an afternoon press conference where he talked about the future of the private option. Earlier in the day, members of the House Committee on Public Health, Welfare, and Labor met. The chairman announcing members will tour UAMS before listening to the governor's speech. In attendance for the committee meeting, doctors representing the Arkansas Medical Society, who are also watching closely as the governor prepares to give this speech.
We look forward to working with the governor, and we'd like to hear what he has to say.
Now, many lawmakers, of course, worry about the program's long-term costs, and also many of the newly elected legislators have campaigned or did campaign against it when they ran for election. So very interesting to see what the governor lays out on Thursday. Relatively, actually, quiet day here at the Capitol. All eyes on that speech coming up. We are live in Little Rock. I'm Drew Petramo.
All right, Drew, thank you very much. I want to take a quick look at today's Capitol Notebook and take a look at a bill that has already passed the House and the Senate. It's a bill to give the Arkansas Department of Higher Education the actual authority to approve a scholarship hold for up to 24 months in the case of extenuating circumstances like a medical emergency or participation in a national or international humanitarian project. All it needs now, the governor's signature.
New tonight, the Garland County Sheriff's Office speaking out about removing 7 children from a home. We spoke with the Stanley family of Hot Springs, who say law enforcement issued a search warrant and later took their children. This all happened last week. The father thought it could have something to do with the fact that they had a substance in the home called MMS, or Miracle Mineral Supplement, which the FDA warns can be dangerous to your health. But the Garland County Sheriff's Office tonight releasing a statement saying that is not the reason they took the children, the sole reason. This is that statement there from them tonight. They're saying, quote, "It is absolutely false, as there were a number of different factors and investigators felt they had no choice but to intervene in the best interest of the minor children." And you can read the Garland County Sheriff's Office statement and the report that we did with the Stanleys on our website, arkansasmatters.com.
The United States Supreme Court sided with an Arkansas prisoner who sued for the right to grow his beard due to religious convictions. Abdul Malik Muhammad, formerly known as Gregory Holt, wanted to grow a half-inch beard in compliance with Islamic religious requirements. Arkansas correction officials feared it would be used to hide contraband. The Supreme Court decision was unanimous, though. Justice Ginsburg, joined by Justice Sotomayor, filed a separate concurring opinion.
A pair of parents arrested after tests showed their children had been exposed to meth. Benton police arrested James McCauley and Christy Smith McCauley. This was Monday after an investigation with state police revealed information about drug use around children in their home. A positive hair follicle test. That's exactly what showed that the child had been exposed to meth recently. The McCauleys were charged with child endangerment and introducing a chemical substance into the body of another person. Well, 2 escaped convicts are caught in Arkansas. According to Louisiana authorities, Jason Barnes and Charles McLean were arrested in McGee. That's where police spotted 2 men who matched the description of the escapees at a local restaurant. The pair, they're being held at the McGee jail awaiting extradition to Louisiana.
It has now been over 2 months since toddler Malik Drummond went missing in Searcy. As police continue their search, the Child Abduction Response Team is training in Northwest Arkansas to sharpen tracking skills. The team was given a scenario where a 3-year-old boy was abducted in a small neighborhood. People there were asked to take part as detectives scoured the area for evidence, canvassed from door to door, and worked to try to find leads to track the child down. Program coordinator Jeff Robbins says time is a crucial, very crucial factor when working in situations like this.
Always time. Time is against us whenever it comes to an abducted child. We have to be sharp on all of our skills. We want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to get the training.
The team has been in Northwest Arkansas area for the past several years, but this is the first major hands-on training session the program has had. Bats invade a high school gym during Pee Wee basketball. The winged animals caught on camera flying around, stopping a game altogether. Parents say the bats came from the ceiling of an old high school gymnasium Saturday. Coaches were seen swinging at the flying critters, keeping them away from the players. KARK-TV's Josh Berry explains how the South Conway School District is now taking steps to get rid of the bats and keep people safe. Josh, batty story.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Bob. The video taken shows a basketball game in progress with several bats flying through the ceiling just above the court and right over the fans. It's a problem the school district says they want to catch immediately.
Did you hear like squealing?
As the 6th grade Pee Wee basketball game went up and down the court, bats went up and down the gym.
They would swoop around just at the ceiling at first, and then there were 5 bats, and that's when they started coming down toward the floor.
Lorena Perez shot this video inside the old Morrilton High School gym and shared what happened with us over the phone. The number of bats seemed to increase with the quarters of the basketball game her son played.
And all of a sudden there were like 12 bats. It was crazy.
Crazy enough to get the attention of the school district.
Bats are known to carry diseases. The first concern was safety of our children, safety of our staff.
Sean Hallbrook, superintendent of South Conway County Schools, says as soon as they found out about the bats, they started taking steps to get them out.
Setting up that process to rid the old gym of bats.
He says the gym was built in 1965.
It's got some dark places that bats tend to like.
And is used for physical education and non-school competition events. Events like the one Perez's son played in.
I was not comfortable with because you're afraid your kid's going to get bit or scratched.
She says coaches had to call the last game of the day at halftime.
And he started swinging at one, and he actually hit it with a broom.
Now, the school district says they have been in touch with an agency to rid the bats from the gym as humanely as possible. Bob, back to you.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. Because health matters, new flu death numbers from the Arkansas Department of Health, and the number keeps going up. Today, they report a total of 23 flu deaths, with 17 in the 65-plus age group, 4 in the 45 to 64 age group, and 2 deaths in the 25 to 44 age group. Flu shots remain widely available.
Construction at Little Rock's Big Rock interchange will soon be drawing to a close. According to the Arkansas Highway and Transportation Department, the Shackelford Road overpass, it should be open by spring, followed by that new Baptist Hospital exit. Everything should be finished by this summer.
Called a window to the world. More on a push to get people to pick up a book. Next.
Warm across Arkansas once again today for the 3rd day in the row. Our high temperature up to 68. We started the day at 35. Our averages 51 and 31. Now we're going to get closer to average as we head through the next several days. Some rain chances, maybe even some snow chances. We'll tell you all about it in just a couple minutes.
From the station that brings you local news that matters, this is KARK 4 News at 6 in high definition. With Bob Clausen, Ashley Katz, Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan, and Aaron Peters with your Razorback Nation report.